Hi everyone. I wanted to show you another way to use some of the Kiwi Lane club sets. And what I wanted to show you was that you're not limited to traditional scrapbooking. The 12 by 12s, even the 8.5 by 11, or even the 6 by 6 or 8 by 8. You can do altar projects. You can do so many other things. It's amazing. One of the altar projects that I did that I showed recently was the oh gosh, I totally and completely forgot what these were called. It's Foundations Decor. Yeah, remembered. And these are wood pieces that have a magnetic backing, and you basically just put your papers over on top of the wood, glue it down with Mod Podge, and decorate it however you see fit. And this is the club set, and you can see I've used all these same papers with this. And even though like this set here is all the wood, technically you could use the template sets from Kiwi Lane for all of these. I mean, here's the truck. You can use the stocking from Tiny Holiday, the leaves, the candy cane, all of these. You can even use this as the doghouse from Pets. So really versatile, really amazing, all the different types of things that you can do. And one of the things I wanted to show today was I took a die set from Sizzix. This is the mini album Thinlet set by Linda Canase. And what I did was I just took the die that did the cover and the inside pages. And for the inside pages, what I did was I cut them down an extra 1/8 of an inch all the way around, so that they would actually sit inside of my book and not, the same as the outside cover. I like my outside covers a little bit bigger. So what I went ahead and did was I cut, 3 pieces. That's all I did. This is 3 pieces of paper, and put it together using a little bit of twine. And I took the templates that we had and used those. And even though some of these templates, you'll see, I mean, there's so much, almost just as big as the book that I made, and this is a tiny, you'll see that I don't use the actual entire template. I actually cut it down. So here's, tiny photos. This is the tiny photo set. Then I took the little sayings from the club set and put those in there as a little photo map area. And then I took the truck, like here's the pickup a la carte, and I only did half of the truck. I didn't need to do the whole thing. I could have probably done it a little bit more in if I wanted to cut out the bed a little bit more, but I just like the front. And I took one of the little sayings that had all the antlers on it with all the reindeers, and I just cut that off and put it on there as my little hood ornament. But there's so many different templates that I went ahead and I brought in. Like here's Tiny Springtime. I flipped that and used that. There's so much you can do with just little itty bitty tiny things. And another thing that's really great about this is a lot of these pieces that I used were scraps that were actually left over when I made this. So it's amazing. And I'll kind of show you, like here's my gingerbread guy. I had a little piece of paper like this, and all I did was I took that much of my gingerbread, and there he is. It's not even a whole thing. I didn't need the whole thing. So I still have more that I can do. If I wanted to do him again on another card, I could, just as easily do that. So I really wanted to show that you don't have to use the entire templates. You can use bits and pieces and half and whole, and you don't have to use the whole thing. Another thing that I also wanted to really showcase was, even though I'm a Kiwi Lane instructor, it's not always just about the Kiwi Lane. You don't have to have only Kiwi Lane, nothing else, and things like that. This is a Sizzix thing. Here's Baker's Twine. These are not all Kiwi Lane pieces. Like this is oh gosh, I think that's from Prima. Yeah, that's a Prima set of flowers from way back when Michael's actually carried them all. So there's more that you can do. I did go ahead, here's Pine, and this is the Tiny Highlights set. Here's tiny notations again. This is tags. So, tiny tags, actually, excuse me. There's so much you can do with this. And this is literally only, I mean, look at the footprint. This is like 3 inches by 1, 2, 3, 4.5. This isn't even that big. It literally fits in the palm of my hand. So this is something that you could do as a gift and you're done, you know? And quite honestly, you don't even really need the die. Just cut the papers and punch 2 holes and yeah, you're good. Like, you know, here's the crocodile. These are crocodile corners. But I have to stress that, you know, there's some papers that I wouldn't even dream of doing this with. Basil is one of them. Much as I love my basil and I love using it as a coordinating cardstock to everything, I think it's one of the better cardstocks out there. I would never use basil on a project that had folds. Basil is really, really bad about folding and cutting itself and breaking when you fold it. So I would never use basil for a project like this. And this paper from Kiwi Lane really does hold up very well to that constant, you know, moving and changing and shaping when you're doing folds and bends. And I think that really honestly says a lot about this paper, because it's not a thin quality paper. It's actually a very good quality. And I don't just say that because I'm a Kiwi Lane instructor. I say it because it's a product that I do believe in, and I do think that it's well worth it. And, you know, I mean, I know that I am an instructor. I'm a salesperson. That's my job. I love it. And, you know, I can't say enough about Kiwi Lane. This is just something that I wanted to show could be done outside of the box. And I know a lot of us are traditional scrapbookers and everything, and that's, you know, the whole point of it. But there's so much more that can be used and done. So I wanted to showcase that, and I hope you enjoyed it. Now, you know, again, just a little tiny little mini album one more time through. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope everybody has a very, very happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas. Bye.